John?
I had a question for Ozzie. I know you've had a hand in shaping some of the rules that the league played under all these years. And I'm wondering if watching the games this year, specifically the pass interference rule, if you felt that maybe it had really gone to the pro offense in a pretty strong way, whether the defensive guys going forward maybe need a little bit of help that way. And also, if that is the case, I mean, has it really become such a pro offense league that a team that's really built on defense has problems?
Well, I'll open up this question with, did you think the Pro Bowl was a good game the other night? I mean, they say fans like that. I mean, I don't know. But to be a little bit more serious, you know, having been on the committee now for, you know, over at least maybe a dozen years, what we try to do is draw a bright line. You saw it with whether guy, the force out. We had no issues with the force out because we came back and said, if you don't get 2 feet in, you're out. You know, and it took the subjection or the judgment of the official out of the game. You know, either at 2 feet in or it was out. I think that's what we're going to try to head to with pass interference. We have to draw a bright line so that the players, coaches, and even the fans understand what pass interference is. Right now, I don't think it's there. You know, and John and I have had probably a conversation about this every other day. And we've been on the phone with Mike Pereira, and now we got Carl coming in. We'll probably be on the phone with him. But I think we on the committee, we need to draw bright lines so everybody understands exactly what the penalty is. And then we can all sit there and say that is interference or that is not interference and not have 12 crews that see it differently. So I think there's some work to be done. Is it going to get cleared up in 1 year? I don't know, but I think that's we're going to push it in that direction.
Right.
Ozzie, like you said, you can't improve every position and put them all in the top 10, and Steve, you said that as well. Just how do you evaluate how the wide receivers performed in particular this year, and do you see that specifically as a place where you want to improve this team during the offseason?
To answer the second part, yes. Do we want to improve at the wide receiver position? Yes, because I think that will further enhance our running game. I think having a playmaker on the outside will help Joe Flacco become a better quarterback. So those things are there in place. You know what? Dick gave us a stat down in Florida that we finished 9th in points. I didn't realize that, you know. So we can score some points, but we want to be better. I mean, we got to get better because if we ever get involved in a shootout, I want to win the shootout. You know, with Eisenberg, we don't want to have the Pro Bowl game. But if we ever get involved in that, I want to win that game. I want to be able to win a game like that, and I want to be able to win a 6-0 game too. That's my goal.
Rob.
So much talk about the offense. On the defensive side of football, you think there needs to be an improvement on pass rush in the offseason?
I'd say yeah. You know, no question about it. You know, to me, we want more sacks. You know, we want more quarterbacks tagged right in the chest. You know, we want to knock those guys down as much as we can. I think you see it in the last weekend of football. That's what wins football games on defense. Takes pressure off the secondary. So that's a big point of emphasis for us. Again, I mean, as a coaching staff, we want to make our guys better, the guys we've got throughout the offseason, and then we want to add guys that can do that. Same thing with the wide receivers. You know, we want those guys played individually very well as they could. But it's our job to put the whole thing together and make the group better as good as we can. So that's what we want to do at every position.
First Raffle Baltimore beatdown. This is sort of off the beaten track. On Saturday, the induction class for the 2010 Hall of Fame is being announced, and unfortunately, obviously, Art Modell's not part of that. From your perspectives, from an owner, GM, and from a head coach, what can be done, do you think, to do something with the Cleveland blockade to get Modell nominated to be into the Hall of Fame, get him in, especially before his time is up?
Go first.
I get mad. You better do it.
Okay. Well,
boycotting the Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio.
You know, I think there is a movement in the city of Cleveland that is changing what people think of Mr. Modell. There have been former players that have called me personally and wanted me to address Mr. Modell about a willingness to do anything that they could do to help promoting him to get to the Hall of Fame. I don't know what is it going to take. I wish if I knew, I would have had it done 5 years ago. So I don't know. But I do know this. You guys are around those scribes. When we are in the playoffs, a majority of those voters are there, And if you would take some of your time to talk to the guys that are on that voting committee, I get the opportunity in New England, I could look in that press box, and there was a number of voters that was there. You're asking us to do our part. Are you doing your part? There's a part that you can do also to help us to bridge that gap to honor a man that needs to be honored in Canton.